Taking a Page on Reiki, and today we are actually going to touch on Reiki initiation, or more commonly it's known as the Reiki Attunement, and we all know that it's a big part of Reiki training itself. Like, it is a big part of the process. It's the important ritual that every new Reiki practitioner would have to go through before we even start practicing Reiki itself. Okay, so yes, Reiki initiation, as important as it is, I'm just wondering, like, have anyone actually sit down and just like look at the ritual itself, look at the initiation itself, and wonder how does it work? Or maybe have you wonder, like, why does it work? Or how has it been developed into what it is today? So yes, for those of you who don't know, and I think this not a lot of people knows, because not a lot of people going to study into Master Usui's life work, etc. But I, as a passionate person about Reiki, as kind of a Reiki nerd, if you can talk about that, I do sometimes just go online and just search up things about Master Usui's life work, or interview on interview with the current president of Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai, or it's not really president of Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai, but Master Hiroshi Doi is the Gendai Reiki Association. He actually studied into Master Usui's life work as well, and he is being part of that Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai that is being passed down through his family. He actually have a lot of resources to understand Master Usui's life work, what he meant with his teaching with Reiki, etc. So I love reading up, like taking up things from him, like his interview, etc., as well as other resources that I can get, that I can take my hands into, to find out about more about Master Usui, like when he planned Reiki lesson, when he actually passed on Reiki, what he meant it to be. Yeah, but I digress. Yes, but yes, the Reiki initiation, okay, there is some of the story, okay, that if you know, that is being passed down from Master Usui's students. Like, Master Usui is the first person who start to give initiation to other people, to teach them how to use Reiki, etc. Okay, but the thing about the Reiki initiation that Master Usui did back in the days, okay, is very different than what is being done nowadays. Yes, the original, like kind of like the original Reiki initiation process, the original Reiki attunement process, okay, there is no ritual involved at all. Okay, the students, okay, or the stories from those students who has studied under Master Usui himself, actually feedback and say that during his lesson, during Master Usui's lesson with them, there is no ritual, that sometimes there is no lessons, no words being passed to each other. There's no, like actual maybe like teaching them how to heal with the different hand position, etc. Sometimes the lesson, the initiation, is just Master Usui sitting opposite of them, and the energy transfer that way, and the student managed to understand Reiki with just Master Usui being in the room. Master Usui is that unique, I have to say. He is that clear a channel that he can do that he can just sit in a room and transfer the energy, the information that that he needs to pass on to a student. So yes, the initial Reiki initiation taught by Master Usui include no words, no ritual, and he just sit opposite his student and transmit energy, and they actually able to understand the energy that is being transferred. They're actually able to achieve that Reiki mastery, that Anshin Ritsume that Master Usui is trying to share with them. So yeah, that was Master Usui way. That was his way of, you know, doing Reiki initiation. That was like the first Reiki initiation that he ever did, you know, that he just sit across another student. However, okay, I have to say, as he passed to more, you know, he trained more students, and then eventually he trained them to be, you know, a Reiki Shihan, which is Reiki master. Okay, those Shihan, right, quickly discover that the way Master Usui can transfer or transmit those energy for the students to understand them. However, those Shihan themselves are unable to do so. Okay, there could be a lot of reason. It could be because the Shihan are not as clear, you know, vessel to transfer those energy. Okay, maybe it's because you know, the world itself is the energy got denser, and transfer of energy is becoming harder for you know, for normal people. Not to say Master Usui is not a normal people, he's human, definitely. But yeah, Master Usui also spent his whole life studying, you know, all these different occult. You have to say that they are occult, they're energy healing. He even like spent 3 years of his life zazen, meditation, okay, just to achieve the Anshin Ritsume. Eventually he, you know, starved himself for 21 days, no food, no water, on the top of the mountain to receive the Reiki. So his vessel, I would say that it become very clear. Okay, just like any gurus, you know, they're out in the nature meditating, they receive that pure energy, okay, and it purify their vessel as well, their physical body as well, so that Master Usui is able to transfer and transmit those energy clearer than you know, most of us could ever do. We are still living on you know, normal society. We are still you know, having to deal with daily stress, etc. So yeah, like I can see that is one of the reason. It's not to put us down, but also, you know, if we are spending as much time and effort as Master Usui has gone through in order to achieve that mastery, I believe that we can be that clear vessel as well. It takes time, okay, and it takes a lot of meditation, self-discovery, as well as self-healing to get there, and he got there. Okay, and of course his, you know, his ritual is like kind of like his no ritual initiation is unable to be mimicked or unable to be repeated by us. So yeah, it is because most of the Shihan, okay, that Master Usui taught find themselves unable to pass, you know, or to transmit the information the way Master Usui did. Okay, that Master Usui actually developed this Reiki initiation process, which is also known as like Reiki Attunement process to most of you. Once again, I am going to call this call the, you know, Reiju itself Reiki initiation, because I think that is a more fitting name to it than Reiki Attunement. I have wrote about this in one of my blog. If you're interested, you can find the blog link in the description box. Yes. So yes, Master Usui, because he see all his Shihan struggling, so he actually meditate and channel, you know, that an initiation ritual, okay, that would help the Shihan to pass on, or kind of like pass on the information of Reiki to their students. Okay, the initiation process definitely proved to be helpful, as many Shihan started to initiate more students to the path of Reiki. The only thing is that, okay, the initiation process, okay, that Master Usui channel, it is quite complicated, and there is 12 different initiation to integrate one into you know, the Reiki journey, you know. So it is definitely a longer process compared to what we practice now. So where does the ritual we practice today come from? Okay, the ritual actually came from Master Takata. Master Takata was, you know, when she decided to teach Reiki to the West, Okay, she brought Reiki back to Hawaii, so she wants us to, you know, start teaching Reiki to the West because it's helpful to her, because she believes in Reiki itself. So she also understands that the Western mindset and the mindset of the Japanese is very different, and she needs to adapt, you know, Reiki to, you know, to the West, so that the Western mindset can accept it easily. And in the process, she also simplified the 12-step initiation process into 3-step, 3-level initiation process that we have today. She also, you know, developed the master symbol, Daikomyo itself, and yeah, that is a very valid symbol, but that is not the original symbol from Master Usui himself. So yes, now we have you know, an understanding of where, you know, or how the Reiki initiation has developed until what it is today. Okay, let's look into what exactly Reiki initiation does. Okay, I believe I mentioned this on episode 1, okay, on how a Reiki master does not pass their Reiki to their students. Okay, a Reiki master does not pass his or her or their Reiki to a student during an initiation or an attunement process. Okay, the attunement, the initiation process, okay, is still able to help one, is still initiate one into the Reiki journey, is still allow one to channel Reiki, either like channel them smoother or channel higher amount of Reiki for their own healing, for the healing of, you know, other with another person. Okay, but yes, to understand how it actually works, we have to first like understand that we all actually already have the channel built into ourselves. Okay, when we are born with the channel. We are born with that connection to the divine. We are born with that connection to the source. And not just us, not just human who has this connection, but every single living being, every single non-living being in this world, they all have, you know, we all have that connection to the divine, because we are part of the creation. Okay, this is something, once again, it is the Shinto belief. And if you want to look deeper into it, I think I will encourage you to, you know, study deeper into the Shintoism itself. Yes, but yeah, everyone has the channel. Okay, so what exactly the Reiki master does with the Reiki initiation? Okay, we have the channel. However, daily life, okay, the stress from daily life, the programming that we have been receiving throughout, you know, our life, the self-doubts, all of that, etc. Okay, all these different energies that we have, you know, gather into ourselves, like on a day in and day out basis. Okay, they actually acts like a blockage, or more commonly we call them gungs. Okay, we call them like all those stagnant energy, we call them like gungs that is sticking to the channel itself. Okay, and it somehow, like, you know, with day goes by, all these gungs will gather, and like it become more and more and more, and eventually it become a blockage that is blocking the Reiki from, you know, flowing into our physical body, from blocking in the energy from the source, from flowing into our physical body. And when we are, you know, really cut off from that source energy, our body will start to go all sort of haywire as well, because our body needs those energy to survive. Our body needs the source energy. It is transferring codes, it is transferring all the information that we need, you know. So yes, all this, you know, gungs and all these like energies inside our channel, it also blocks us out from able to, you know, channel high amount of healing energy for self-healing, for healing another person, like, you know, in the sense like not sending the energy to another person, but also like sharing the codes, because we are not even able to receive the code for ourselves. So how are we going to share the codes with other people? So yes, a Reiki master, when they you know, start the Reiki initiation process, when they do it, like, you know, with a student, their role in there is actually helping to clear out those blockages from the channel itself. Okay, they actually channel the pillar of light, which is it is Reiki itself, channel it from the source. Like they will show the students how to do it for themselves, and the student being exposed to the high vibrational energy, the students are able to channel that source energy to clear off their own channel as well. This can be described as like the normal person. Okay, our channel is filled with arrow codes. Okay, like all those like on a computer sense we call them viruses. Okay, all those arrow codes that is not making things working very well for us. Okay, and the Reiki master, they have like the purer code because they have been working to clear off all this all this gunk from their own channel for a long time, like maybe it is months, maybe it's years, we don't know. Okay, but they have been practicing that. So a Reiki master during an initiation, basically they are showing the student how to clear out those gunks, those blockages from the channel, and the student, okay, would mimic it in a sense, like they will look at their the codes that the master share, and then they would like pick up the codes and start to recode their own channel. Okay, and with time, definitely with practice and with time, the student, okay, as they're practicing more Reiki, as they're channeling more Reiki, which is their own source code, into their own body, into their own channel, okay, they'll be able to clear out more and more gunks from their own channel, so that they'll be able to channel like stronger Reiki. And hence that's why how most of the students, most of the Reiki practitioner, you find that with time your Reiki that you send, that kind of like you send Reiki, that you are working Reiki, you find that your hands suddenly grow very warm, or that the Reiki that you work with, things just work faster, and smoother. That's because your channel is become clearer, that those arrow codes are being cleared out, and hence things run smoother for you, and maybe even your life, your daily life get healthier. Like ever since I have been attuned to Reiki, I have not fallen sick, not even once. Like the closest to that, I was having a food poisoning, which I know exactly where I had those food. So I have not fallen sick since the day I was channeled to, like I was attuned, or I was initiated on this Reiki path myself. So like that is the initiation. That's what the initiation does. It basically helps you to recode your own channel, so that you'll be able to receive purer source code from your own source. It's not from other people's source, it's from your own source. Okay, your own connection, your own unique connection with the source, which is what makes it beautiful and wonderful, and what makes it so miraculous. Next, okay, I want to address this. Is like, is the Reiki initiation or the Reiki attunement process, the ritual itself, is it important that we follow it step by step exactly? I would have to say not exactly. Okay, you can, like, I'm not sure how other practices does, or how the teacher or master is like teaching, but for me, the training that I have received and the training that I'm giving, I'm always encouraging the students to actually be innovative and find their own way of doing the attunement. Okay, customize it to your own need. Okay, my personal attunement method, like in Reiki initiation method, okay, is also very different from the one that my Reiki master does, because I actually receive the process itself from kind of like a dream, like okay, I do not even know. It's just that when I wake up one day and I just know that I need to use that process to do my Reiki initiation. Okay, and that was the day I actually was like having a debate on whether I should start Reiki study, which is my own Reiki course, or not for a longest time, for few weeks or maybe even months. And suddenly there comes the the initiation process, and that was the moment I knew I have to start sharing my Reiki, whatever that I understand about Reiki, as well as my own unique codes with other people. So that actually kickstart of my Reiki mastery journey. But yes, I believe that everyone should have their own unique way of sharing their codes, because it is something that is unique to you, and there is no qualms in receiving Reiki initiation, receiving Reiki attunement from different Reiki masters, because sometimes we need codes from different sources in order to complete our own beautiful pictures. Okay, we need codes from different teachers. Like different teachers, we all have different ways of understanding energy. We have different ways of working with energy. We have, like, what I can put it, different codes, and a person could be needing all these different codes to combine them together in order to improve the healing, improve the way that we can channel energy, make it our own unique code that way. So yeah, like I do often get this question, like, I have been attuned or I have been initiated by this master, so I'm interested in joining your course. Is it okay that I get another initiation? By all means, if you feel called to do so, because one thing, okay, in Japan, okay, the Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai, the original Ryoho Gakkai that is formed by Master Usui and gone underground, even though they've gone underground, okay, this Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai will still have I think it's like monthly meetup with each other, and everyone in the Ryoho Gakkai, right, as long as they are master, whether they are just just training master, or they are the Okuden master themselves, they actually go around and attune each other, or they initiate each other into Reiki, on deepening that healing, the healing energy, deepening that cleansing. Okay, so most of the Reiki teacher, okay, in Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai, they probably have like no less than 50 or even hundreds of Reiki initiation themselves. So yeah, like, can you do multiple Reiki initiation with different teachers? Yes, definitely yes. It is actually encouraged, and the more you do it, the clearer your channel can be, because as mentioned, the channel, okay, we on daily life as well, we, after we get the initiation for first time, we go back to our daily life, and what we get all the stress again, we get all the different things again, and they could clog up the channel once again. And with regular Reiki initiation, it actually helps to clear out those those blockages, those stress and everything that is clogging up our channel, so helping our channel to stay clear, to stay functional, for us to channel the healing energy for ourselves. Of course, if you do not feel like doing initiation for others, or you do not feel like receiving more initiation, of course there are also Reiki methods that you can go back to for yourself to clear out your own channel. So there's no worries, like you channel Reiki on a daily basis, you're giving yourself Reiki healing, that is, you are channeling the source energy, you are recalibrating your own channel. Okay, if you are someone who know how to do Hatsureiho, and that is exactly, it works a similar way as the Reiki initiation. However, Hatsureiho, from what I see, is that it works to clear out our personal channel instead of clearing out or sharing the code for other people to do the same process. So yeah, like you are doing Reiki, you definitely are constantly in touch with the source energy, and that helps to recalibrate your own channel and making it clearer every single time. So yeah, like that is my my understanding of Reiki initiation. I have someone who actually asked me about this question, so I think that it's a good time to bring this up as well. yeah, I hope this is also giving you guys more insight, helping you guys to have a better understanding, better perspective on how Reiki initiation works. And next week, okay, I am definitely feeling a call to talk about Reiki mastery self, or how do you know you are Reiki master? Because sometimes even though we are kind of like initiated into the Reiki master, with the lesson and everything, but we don't feel like a Reiki master. Okay, I'm going to talk more about that, and yeah, like looking forward to see you guys next week once again. And if you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. If this video helped you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, like button, and subscribe to the channel. I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys more, and yeah, looking forward to see you guys in the next episode. Bye.